Hey everybody, we are back. Backity back. Did you miss us? Because we miss y'all.
You better have. But anyways, really quickly, welcome to Soap Fire, brought to you by Jury Reviews Media and Disney Bulletin, where you get our thoughts on our stories. As you already know, I am Ashley Sheree. You know where to find me. I'll tell you that later. Let me throw it to my girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Deneen, aka Neen underscore Amanda. You can find me that on Instagram. I am also Neen underscore the therapist on Instagram and Neen Amanda on Blue Sky.
Yes, correct. So you can find me on the bad place, lady 2 Ys underscore ASA. And then on Blue Sky, lady 2 Ys ASA, no underscore, and lady ASA 2 Ys underscore at is it Instagram? Yes, on Instagram. We have a lot to talk about. We
I'm
also
like,
enjoyed your holiday. It was the Christmas season. So,
yes. Oh, and when y'all see us, Happy New Year. Welcome to
oh
2025.
my God, it will be 2025 when this drops. Oh my goodness, we're hoping for good things. I just had like skeeted and tweeted like the Mariah Carey. I'm gonna do the best with what I got.
I'm gonna do the best for what I got. We just going in.
Coming
The new
in, and
year starting off WTF, but we swinging back WTF.
listen, I got a party to go to on Saturday. I'm about to be living it up. So yeah, don't mind me. I don't believe we had any breaking news this week. I mean, people were enjoying their holidays. So shout out to y'all in the holidays, right? I'm correct on that, right?
I think so. I don't think anything big dropped. We have a new recast for Emma Scorpio Drake
Yep.
and
Let's
emphasis on Scorpio.
before we go into that really quickly, because I know we go in order, but like focusing on Emma Scorpio Drake, which I feel like General Hospital wants to eliminate the Scorpio part, never, because Robin would never allow that. So it's Emma Scorpio Drake. How do you feel that Braylon is doing so far?
I think she's coming with a lot of grit, a lot of
Fire.
fight back energy. Yeah, mean girl energy a little bit, but I feel like she's giving it where it needs to go.
That part.
Like she's not just out here being a bully, but it's like, Josh, we know you cheated on Cam, so hey, how you doing? Type thing.
Exactly.
I'm interested to see how her relationship with Anna unfolds. I also want to see more screen time with her and Mac
Oh,
because he was very
he
intricate
raised Robin.
in Robin's, upbringing. So it's like I want to see him be with Emma as well, and Maxie and her kids, and let's see the family dynamic.
I actually like really agree with that. I felt as though they put her with Sasha a little bit more than what needed to be. Just based off the fact they're trying to establish Sasha as a Scorpio. But at the end of the day, like Emma really has all of these bonds. And like you said, Mac, he raised Robin. Like, I don't know if people understand Mac raised Robin, Mac raised
Maxie
Mac
and Georgie,
and
like,
no, like granted, he is the uncle of Robin, but low key, like he is not their parent. He took
yeah.
all of those three girls in and raised the fuck out. Ooh, ooh, well, and raised them. So like I was just like, I agree with you. I would love to see more scenes with them, just also just based on that fact and like bonding over like Robin. I can't imagine them like bonding over the fact of like Stone and like what Robin went through at that time. Like, can we really like build on the history? And I know
On the history. I think that's what I want for 2025, y'all. Let's get back to the history.
it's so important. Can you imagine a scene like that where he's talking about Stone and how he was so against like Robin and Stone's relationship? Like all of that could just be so literally amazing, or even just like the hardship of raising three girls, but how much he loved them. I think that could be like really low key amazing.
I
I think so far like Braylon is doing an amazing job. I felt like the snark was back, which is also really needed in the meantime. Unfortunately, I don't feel like there is enough vixens as there used to be, and there are absolutely none in my eyes on General Hospital. Or there are some, but they will not allow them.
They don't go too far. It's never. I haven't seen a good slap
Girl.
I lied. Jason slapped Drew, but like a bitch slap. Like I ain't seen that in
If
a
a
while.
man slaps you, that is like one of the ultimate forms of disrespect. Like, you're not even worthy for me to ball my fist up, bruh. Like, I think like that says like a lot. So
See that.
also just the snark that Emmett had for Josh was just really amazing, because it kind of like goes back and a play on to like their growing up, and like how
Yeah.
Josh, really had a crush on Cam at one point in time, and Cam was like with Emma. Like, it was just all of that cutesy little like BS that was just so cute. But
No,
at the end
seriously.
of the day, they were all friends. And also, how people get, you hurt my friend. Like,
Mm-hmm.
period. Like, no go. I'm gonna hurt you back. Yeah, I did set him up with Gretchen. They're still together, right?
Did you meet her? Did you meet her? That was funny. I like that.
On it, I don't care about your dead Dex. Like, oh my god! But we had to just talk a little bit about Emma, put more back into the Emma scene. But I also wanted to touch on Bold. So basically, I did have to state that Electra's deep fake pictures happening was definitely an issue for me, on more so the lines of when we're talking about Brooke and Katie. Just
Okay.
I felt like they were unnecessarily cruel in that entire aspect, especially when they had such an issue with Stephanie always calling them sluts from the valley.
Yes, and one thing that I hated is they kept on trying to say it's not personal, it's not personal, it's business. It is personal because you felt some type of way when it was done to you.
Exactly. And
And
why?
then you keep bringing it up, how it was done to you. So, like, why would you continue to do that to someone else, knowing that she was framed?
Well, they said they didn't know, but the thing is too, like, I expected a little bit more compassion,
Yeah.
especially from Brooke, the one who used to prance around in her lingerie, and how Stephanie would always call her out. It just felt like they were very like stern. I was like, and then you're not even going to tell me why I'm fired. That's crazy to me. Like, usually you do get some form of an explanation
Right.
of why you're being let go. So there were a lot of things that I really didn't agree with, and it just made me look at the Logan women in a completely different way yet again.
I agree. I did appreciate Will coming to her defense though.
Will not playing about Electra.
Like he like, look, y'all got us fucked up. Like, this is my girl. I'm gonna hold her down. What we gotta do. Like,
We
I
got
do
to
appreciate
do.
that from him.
Yeah, like, and that's that of like, he gonna stand by his woman. Like, he feels like he knows her, and she wouldn't do anything of that nature. So like, I appreciate that, because you need someone who is essentially supportive. So
Yeah.
that was great to see, even with him not knowing what Katie and Brooke knew, which was really some BS. Like, I can't. But also talking about, oh God, the freaking triangle that has been going on for over damn near 30 years. Brooke and Taylor. Yeah, I'm tired and I need them to stand up. Like, I just need it.
I just feel like it's very degrading for them to be ready on standby. Like,
When he
I'm
left
gonna go fuck
all
with
the
Brooke.
other.
I'm gonna go fuck with Taylor. I'm gonna go fuck with Brooke. I'm gonna go fuck with Taylor. And then Steffi just in there like,
Oh my God, the parent
I'm Jason
trapping.
beating up Rick on the TV.
I love my girl Steffi, but you are too old to be wanting your parents together,
There-
girl.
She, uh,
You know,
yes,
he
I
just
agree.
yes.
I agree. I agree. But I honestly feel like she don't like Brooke. So it's
Oh no,
like
she's never like Brooke.
she's never really fucked with her. So it's like anything that's opposite Brooke is what she down for.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But even like, with the not liking whoever your parent is with, that's understandable. But the constant like pushing towards the parent, to be truthfully honest, as a child of divorce, like, I know I love my dad, but I know he didn't do good things. I was happy to not deal with what my sisters who are way older than me had to deal with. 12 and 16 years apart. Yes, I'm the baby. Like, I'm happy that I didn't have to deal with that ish. Like, it was insane. Why would I want to continuously push my mother towards a man who always dumped her at
That's
the same
real. Because
like
what are you promoting? What are
her?
you promoting that it's okay?
Yeah, like that's weird. But it also makes a sense of why she was in that triangle for so long with like Liam and
Hmm.
Hope, and I hated it because I was tired of that triangle too. We done it. It felt like a resurgence of Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor, and I hate that.
Oh, the therapist in me is noticing the attachment and trauma issues. Like you saw that happening in your parents' relationship, which made you feel like it was normalized.
Exactly. Exactly. So like when she finally met the deserving man of Finn, the man, like it was just like all for her, down for her. I don't care what I gotta do, da 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 type thing. That's what stuck out to me the most and was what I appreciated. And I just feel like Stephanie needs to understand that granted she believes her parents have like a great love, and people really do think that Taylor and Ridge like have an amazing pact and bond. But also if you love the certain characters that are there, why would I want them to continuously be with someone who continuously leaves them for the other person? That's just
Right.
like no, and I have seen shout out to the Taylor fans who are actually like tired of it too. Cause I've seen them like, girl, we tired of this. Like they said that they would have had, well, some of them have said, not all, but I've seen some who said, like, I just would have rather her been like, you know what, no, I'm not doing this. Like when she left, I was like, yes, girl, stand up. Like you
I
doing
see a lot of that from the Liz fans too when it comes with her and Lucky getting back together. Like a lot of we not doing this abuse no more. So I'm glad you mentioned that even fans are like, yeah, enough is enough.
enough isn't because you get tired of seeing that. Like people can have like good relationships and not be boring. I promise it is possible. Like I really promise. Like I do love seeing Finn and Steffi on my screen and that positivity, and then they still find things to go. My idea storyline for next with Finn and Steffi would be she gets pregnant. Is pregnant issues, and Finn being the doctor is like, no, we need to terminate. And her being a mom is like, no, this is not what I want to do. That creates turmoil, that creates
Yeah.
issues between them, and that creates a different type of storyline besides someone coming in and trying to bust it up, or like between his
Yeah.
mama.
It's internal conflict versus somebody
Yeah, like
like that. Writers, we are here.
we're here to help you. Oh my God. There have been so many times that soul fans are like, we're here to help you. We can give you an idea. You just need to write it. Stop playing
That's
with it.
the one.
Oh, and then on top of that, my girl Luna's back. The Vixen. The
Luna is back. Luna is back.
the
And
crazy vixens that we're missing in soap lately.
raise your hand if you think Luna attacked herself.
Me.
Me too.
I need a flashback of her like beating herself up, like push, like run
Uh,
against
uh,
the gate, throw her arm against something, or like if you like somebody said that it needs to be like her paying someone, like I need you to like really do this, like yeah,
no, for real. No, for real. Because she said, I'm not going. I'm not going. I think her and Bill is gonna have conflict, and that's gonna be nice to see. Like
I
that's gonna be
want.
some internal conflict.
Can I say that I want her to be the child that Bill never had, like the child that
Mhm.
like granted she kissed him, but we can let that shit go. That was a monetary mistake. I want her to be like, his sons are not ruthless. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Wyatt isn't, Liam isn't, and Will isn't either. He needs a ruthless type of child who is just like him. And I just feel
Luna.
he may see that in Luna. So I would love, because also that also creates a conflict with like Will. We haven't seen
Yeah, because he'll be seeing that relationship, and one with him having all boys, and then her being a girl is like a daughter aspect of it. That I just think that dynamic would be really cool. So to
it
say,
would be so cool. Her coming. Can
yeah,
you imagine like Luna like suited and booted, like ready, like on some Steffi shit, like ready to go? Like I would love something like I would eat it up. Like, and then you would have Will being so upset about it. It would also create another storyline for Liam. So he
I
wouldn't
agree.
be involved with freaking Steffi, stay out of her business with her husband. Like, so that could be, like his other side. So I hope and pray if anyone's listening out to me in the soap world, like I would hope and pray that that's the route that they go, and then we still see her being this vixen and someone who can actually give Sheila Carter a run for her freaking money.
We
Like
shall see. We shall see.
we
I would
shall
like
see.
that. I would like
I got ideas, boo. Going on today, before we
that.
go into like so many different topics, I have to say that it was such a great thing seeing one of my sexiest couples back on the stream.
Yeah, you
Eli
can say yeah.
and
Yeah,
Lonnie.
Lonnie came home.
Oh, they be giving us sprinkles, but I do like love when I see them. I just want this. Give them what they want. You had over 1 billion in streams on Peacock. You're doing what needs to be done. So
That's
give
real.
us what we want with Eli.
But you know, I think that writers, executive producers always do the opposite because it's like
That
you
part.
see when your streaming goes up, you see when your viewers go up, you see when your ratings go up, you see what people are anticipating, hoping for. Like even in promos, like hey, such as back this week, coming and going. You're anticipating seeing these people. Keep them on.
Yes. Keep them on. Do what needs to be done. Like I know that Sal, who plays Lonnie, talked about like she would be open to coming back. I don't know if the man who plays Eli would be, because you know he was at one point an American All American on CW, and he does be on different stuff, but so does Sal.
Mhm.
But it also, there's nothing like a steady paycheck. So at the end of the day, if they can really like figure out a concrete storyline for them, I think it could essentially like really work. And also what Days does too is they do give their actors a break and they rotate quite often when it pertains to like storylines. So I just hope and pray that they can just get them back, because I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree. And I
yes.
forgot he did play on All American. Their season is going to be starting in January too, so I don't know if he's one of the ones that's coming back.
Because I mean, there was a major shift in All American. My people, Daniel and and Samantha, like
Everybody gone.
everybody gone besides the people that needs to be gone. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sorry, this is an All American like tidbit really quickly. Like
All
Samantha,
right, here we go.
like they make the show. They are the couple that everybody wanted to be together since the
No,
beginning.
seriously. I
Like
hate
it
Coop.
was always them. They were sexy as hell. There
I
are so
hate Coop with
many.
a passion. I don't want to see Coop this season. Please don't put Coop on my TV looking like Squidward. That's one of the ones who don't hold accountability. She pisses me off. Like, hate her as a character. And I'll say
Let
it.
it go. Like time to let it go. Like they were such the bright spot, and also
Yeah.
Jordan could have been with Simone. I don't care what anybody says.
You know, I love Simone and Lando real bad. I love Simone and
I didn't watch
Lando.
Homecoming
He
just
helped
based
her through. Oh,
on
okay. I'm not gonna spoil it then.
no, you can spoil it.
He
I never
helped her through
watched
cancer. Like he helped her. He helped.
no
I'm
based
just glad
no,
she
she had
didn't go to
cancer.
Damon light skin
Heard that
ass.
part.
Like
But based off the fact that I always wanted Jordan and Simone together,
they
like
was beautiful.
like
They breakup
I'm not
scene. I
happy.
will go back and watch their breakup scene at the beach house because Jordan has so much passion and emotion. I loved the way he called her.
Jordan loves Simone. People
He
try to
loves her.
act. Jordan loved her, and it
He
really trips
loves
me out
her.
how they try to make it seem like Layla was a
He
love.
just
No,
went to
where
labor.
did this come from? Near the end of the seasons, now he loves her.
I think
What?
with her leaving and getting her show for Homecoming, they
They
kind of
had to
had to
like
write
keep
that
it.
out. But
I'll never forget.
uh, they break up scene. I feel
That's
it.
like low key. That's like Brenda and Dylan fans and 90210 trying to erase them and make it seem like Kelly and freaking Dylan. No, no.
History. We went on a tangent. But that's what this is for. Real people, real vibes.
Look, listen, and it is New Year's. It's New Year's Eve, y'all. Give us a moment, okay? So now we're gonna go back. Okay, we talked about our people, Eli and Lonnie. Also, shout out to Sophia being pregnant.
Shout out to Sophia Print, a teen mom. You know, we're gonna see how this goes. We pray she get all the support. She gets to continue with all her endeavors outside of motherhood. You
Yeah,
know,
she will. She gonna keep hope alive. Like, okay, I'm not always for teen pregnancy, but this time in the soap world, I actually am for it, because you are freaking lying to me if you think that Holly and Tate have more chemistry than Sophia and Tate. I don't care.
no, I just hate that she probably got pregnant on a time when he called her Holly.
Oh
That
yeah.
pisses me off. Like, you better
Really
not
like
say that baby Holly.
what really like grinds my gears is like Sophia was very staunch in her ish. She was like, if you don't want to be with me, then that's fine. I don't want to be with you. Called her out. She was like, peace out. Like she was very like, I said what I said. I'm
Yeah,
not
she stood up for herself. I'm not gonna do this shit. Like
yeah,
I'm not.
doing this. Like, and that's why I think what makes me even gravitate even more towards her is just because she knows the power that she holds and she's not gonna be no man's doormat.
Period. Period.
Be so young and a teenager and know that already, like, is like, and she wasn't on no Sammy-ish. Like, she wasn't trying to get pregnant. She wasn't trying to do
No.
any of that.
It's giving me Lulu Dillon vibes when Lulu accidentally got pregnant. But Lulu was trying to fuck on Dillon for a while though and take him from Georgie.
But she was trying to, and shout out to GQ forever and always. I love me some Georgie and Dylan. Yeah, like she was. Lulu was plotting on Dylan for a very long time, whereas Sophia is so different. Like Sophia was,
is more innocent with it. Like
yeah, it's more
she's
innocent.
more so like you. I choose myself, and if you choose me, is good. But I don't need you to choose me.
Exactly, like that. And then it just messed up her plans because now she's pregnant. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So it does happen, but I just really love the character of Sophia because I think for me, seeing just a young girl, so being like, no, I'm not gonna bend my wills for a man. This is what I
Yeah.
said. Is appreciated because being as myself as a woman who is damn near 40, like it took me a very long time to be strong against a man in like the ways that they want things and not kowtowing what they need. So to see
See her doing it at 16 and pregnant.
girl, like we've all done it as a woman. We've all done it, and then as we get older, we realize like no, we're not doing this anymore. So I just think seeing a teenager being written that way is like, no, I'm not doing. I know my worth. If you don't, the problem. I love that for us.
It's gonna play out nicely. I
Yeah,
like that.
I like her a lot too.
Okay. Okay.
Also, like Jada plotting to get EJ fired. I love me some Jada. I think she's a gorgeous woman. I love how the actress acts her. I think she's like great. I think she makes very tolerable.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna get back together at some point.
Yeah, she's like Gucci. Like they are back together. They're together. So we'll see how this works out.
I don't see their chemistry as much as before they broke up.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So like seeing them together more so like a natural vibe.
we're happy.
Yeah.
You're like absolutely
I
not.
I don't see that. I don't see that. But I am liking the JJ and Gabby. Maybe I think it's the Gabby recast for me. Like I feel like their chemistry is chemistrying.
I love the Gabby recast as well. I think the Gabby recast is on point, and a lot of recasts, it's very hard. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I will admit, I am a Stefan and Gabby fan, so it's really hard for me to move on to JJ, even with the past history, because it's like Stefan and Gabby, they had something, even with the recast of Gabby, like they had something. Yeah. I hate the way that they did his exit. But I also feel like Days is trying to reestablish a lot of their legacy families as well. I feel like bringing back in JJ was needed. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different shifts that happens especially once the new head writers take place in April of 2025. I'm really looking forward to that. Shout out to Jamie Gibbons, who is a scriptwriter over there, a Black man. He does a great job. I always look at his tweets as well. Even when Paulina gave Abe the books of like the executive writers, it was Agnes Nissen, William. I thought that was such like a callback, and I know a lot of people don't like Body and Soul, but it was nice to see
the history part of it.
Yeah, like that part of like those executive producers getting their credit. Erna Phillips needed to be on there. Definitely Douglas Marlin. So that was definitely a great thing to see. So I don't know, something I know Days fans have their issues with Days, but I think I always give them a lot more leeway just because, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm an honest ass woman. I think a lot of leeway because of just their diversity. There are these.
Yeah, and it's not. And I think we talked about that too. Like their diversity is not forced. Like their storylines flow. It's not like their people of color are supporting, non people of color actors. It's like they're just like they got their own shit.
They
Yeah, their
they
own
have their
families, their own
own.
dynamics, their own drama.
Yeah. And you could pinpoint, like I said, Jada and Ray, Johnny and Chanel, like Abe and Paulina. Then also, like, we can't forget
Eli and Lonnie,
Eli and Lonnie. Also, like Sophia, she is a woman of color too. Like, she is Asian. So then there
Yeah,
is that with her being pregnant. So there's a lot of the LGBTQI plus community, of course.
yes.
Like, with Javi, the Hernandez. Girl, we could go on and on. What other soap opera can I talk about where I can name this many different Black people, Asian, Hispanics, like LGBTQI plus community? I
Yeah, they
can't.
go on for years like that. None.
No,
And they fade
none.
off. They fade off. Like, for instance, I was watching, I always watch old clips. I was watching OGH clips and I was looking at like Justice and Lainey. Justice got killed off. Lainey kind of just faded away in the background. So then I'm like getting nervous for Jordan and Isaiah. Like, what this gonna look like,
And I can't wait to talk about them. Ooh! But yeah, like things like that makes you nervous where I know I don't have to worry about that at these. Because even though like I said, they do rotate their actors, but you are also aware that they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
You can't really say that about
they don't just kill them.
Yeah, any of the other or just fade them to the background.
Like put them on once a month for a holiday special.
Or just be drinking in the corner, at Kelly's, Bobby's, We hope Taggart is okay, y'all. That part.
Oh, is this when we switch to GH?
Yeah, this probably should be when we switch to GH, Lord. I know we touched on Emma like a little bit. I do want to say, I do feel like, when Emma was young, even when Brooklyn was still playing her like last year, it did feel more of like Robin. So this Emma Scorpio Drake is
big emphasis on the Scorpio, because how y'all gonna have her come home and be with the Scorpio family, but don't even put Scorpio as her last name? I'm confused.
Yeah. Okay, you just want to X-May that? Absolutely freaking not. So just
you want to like a quick trivia thing? Okay, so Emma Scorpio Drake and Noah Scorpio Drake are the first full siblings on General Hospital since Maxie and Georgie.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Nope.
Yeah, cause freaking Alan and AJ and
everybody, they're the first full siblings.
Well,
it would have been Danny and Emily Scout.
Here we go. We're not gonna talk about Danny and Emily because that's not what happened. We could also say Tracy and Alan, even though they weren't born on screen. So
yes, but they're older.
Yeah, but so they weren't born
Maxie and Georgie. Emma and Noah are the first four siblings.
That is crazy. That is insane. That is insane. Everybody got to have siblings. But if you Black, that don't matter to us. If you live with your mama,
that's my brother. That's my sister.
It don't matter. We ain't no half up in here. Brother, sister.
That's it. That's all.
That's why I think I hate that. Even though I don't even have siblings, I hate that half stuff. Don't do that. They siblings. That's just what it is. I said what I said. Wow,
I said what I said.
That is such a trick. I had no idea. Now you're gonna have a girl reaching tomorrow.
I just have to throw that out there. Sorry, y'all. Tangents. It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I love that though. I love that. But going back to Emma too, I was saying that when Brooklyn played her last year, and even as a young child, she felt more of Robin. But as we are seeing this new Emma, so shout out to Braylon, because I don't feel like she's doing a bad job at all. It did feel more of a Patrick. Patrick was mysterious when he first came on. He's just doing what he wants at his, own will. A little bit mischief, if you might say. And I feel like Emma is on that trajectory. And I am completely open. I know that some people may have thought it was jarring, but she's in college. Like things
I see
change.
that. Yeah.
Even as a teenager, things change. So like I was completely open for it. I love the scenes between her and Anna.
I
Girl,
did too. Cause like then even she was like hospitable at the end, like, would you like for me to bring you something back? Like you still got manners, even though you like, grandma, you just made me mad. Like
like you just pissed me off. I can't stand you right now, but you want anything because I'm not going to be rude to you. Like it was so cute. Like
I'm
I
gonna get you
loved it.
something.
Anna, like you think I didn't hear you come in at 4 o'clock in the morning? Like really? Like that's what we're doing here right now? Okay, bet. Like I just loved everything about their scene. I
That
thought it
is
was
hilarious.
so good, so funny. Was it Jason that came to the door and the
Yes.
scene?
And she's like, she's in a bad mood. And he's like,
Okay. Jason, if you actually raised your sons, you would understand that this is what you would have to deal with.
uh, I'm not gonna dispute it. I'm not gonna dispute it.
I'm
I
just
mean, he raised Michael. Uh,
see how well that turned out.
and he's still throwing punches with Michael. Okay,
So
okay.
and Michael is in his freaking 30s, late 30s, like still needing his uncle to fight his battles. I also have to state too, that is one of the things that is very disappointing to me, which I can understand why Chad was like, you know what? Because like
Yeah, I can't wait for that podcast to drop tomorrow because he's going to be on with Steve and Bradford, and
Mhm.
that drops in the morning. And he's going to be like saying why he left, and then he's going to be on Marnice Bernard's as well. So
Oh,
like
I
he's
hope
going to.
but you know, I hope he's really, really like honest about it because at the end of the day, I do feel like they're taking away what should have been his moment to shine.
No,
He
I
is
understand. And he said I watched, well, I listened to a little bit of like the early access part of it, and he mentioned that he feels that he's been in this role from 15 to 37. He's like, I'm comfortable and I'm stunning
Mhm.
my own growth.
No,
And I think honestly, a lot of soap actors are seeing the success of NAC and they're like, oh,
he
let me leave
used
soap
to
opera
do.
and do something. And it's like it's different though. Like
You
his
can't be a Julianne Moore. You can't be a May. Was yeah, was it who was it? Was it Megan Ryan? Megan Ryan, who did what is it? Hallie Me Sally.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Because a lot of people get their start from soap operas, but you don't demean soap operas because you go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Because this is a lot of passion too. Like, did you become consumed by this role? And I also have a theory. I feel
Oh,
like a lot of like long-term like TV actors who suffer from mental illnesses, their their downfall, like the effect that it has on them is stronger than TV actors because they're so consumed by that role for an extended period of time.
well, I mean, also you got to think about the amount of lines they have to learn.
Yes, it's your life. It is literally your life.
And that's why too people, and I always look at people crazy when they try to talk about soap actors because you couldn't work a day in their shoes. So like and low key, as quiet as it's kept, I have heard that people do like when they get soap actors just because they are ready to go at any point.
Mhm.
So that's why, like, also in the fact too, like, granted, I would love to see some of these soap actors hit, but not everybody is a Julianne Moore. And also, shout out to Julianne Moore because when As the World Turns was canceled, sis came back and made a guest appearance. So like she didn't essentially forget where she came from. So like I
Yeah.
said, Ryan, you have even Lauren Hill, she was in a soap, Nia Long. Like I could go on
Yep.
and on about
Yep.
the people who were
They
out.
all had their starts. They all had their starts. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. And people be trying to like issue on that. So like you gotta let me know like essentially how that goes. But I just didn't like how this was basically Michael's chance to shine as a
They
court.
gave it to Carly.
Yeah, like, and they gave, thank you. They gave it to Carly. I did appreciate how he was just like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me talk. But then she still took over. Like, he should have had the point to be Alan Quartermain. He should have had the point to have the roof fall on Willow and Drew. This was his moment to shine.
No, seriously. And Laura Wright was on Stephen Bradford's podcast, like I think right before the episode aired when the sex tape dropped. And she was like, well, Carly's gonna be all Carly. And then Steve was like, that's why ain't nobody tell you what happened. You don't have to know. Like it's not about you. And I was just like, I love it. I love it how they're saying it like this. Like, I think this needs to be said. I think this needs to be known. And it's like you don't have to be in every storyline.
You don't. You really, really, really don't. And also you need the point to let other people shine. So like I do what I can say about Days and like Bold, they take shifts and they let other people shine. Like we haven't seen Steffi that much lately. We haven't seen her, Finn that much lately. We haven't seen Finn's mother. There's just certain things that like you just don't see. You haven't seen Deacon and freaking Sheila, thank God. But like you haven't seen them as much. Like let things like rotate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, like Ava being broke, really. Like Ava didn't have money.
She had money before. Like you telling me the art gallery don't make nothing.
And this is where I say, like Douglas Marlin's 10 rules to ruin a soap or how not to ruin a soap is so important, because I think that sometimes General Hospital forgets that we remember history. Yeah. So like, whereas Bold, Days, and Young and the Restless know that we remember history, General Hospital unfortunately feels like, oh, whatever, like you guys will be okay. No,
Cody never met her. Oh,
and that's why I think it's so disjointed and frustrating with them, because it's just like, no, like stop that. We don't like that. We know the history. Like we've been watching this like for 30 plus years, like parents, grandparents, like you name it, we've done it. So like stop. And also like shout out to Young and the Restless for always giving us classic holiday episodes. Like I'm talking 80s and 90s.
Because I just feel like we get episodes from earlier in the year and it'd be like, it's okay. I'm gonna go on YouTube.
That part. Ooh, before we go on everything else. So we talked about Ava like being broke. We have to talk about, I don't care. People can talk about Trina and Kai. I like them. I think they're like
them. I think they're cute. I think they have a lot of chemistry. I was not an initial Sprina fan because I did not watch at that time. Okay. I'll be honest about it, y'all. So I went back and watched Sprina clips earlier this year. And was like, oh, they were really cute. They were really cute. Like, I remember Trina when Sydney played Trina.
And I love Sydney and Tabby. I don't care what nobody. I love them both.
I love Tabby's spunk. Like, she's like what's up, my girl? Like, and it's her in real life. And she brings her into that character. And I appreciate that. But like, I watched when like 2019 when Oscar died. Like, that's when I remember Trina, when she first had the storyline coming out and finding out that she was Taggart's daughter. Like that's when I remember. She is Taggart's daughter. I'm sorry, she is. Y'all may have forgot, but we didn't.
We did. No, a lot of us
real Andrews didn't forget when he went and signed that contract with the Gates. But
that part.
Throwing that out there.
Very professional too about it too, like, and that's the thing too, like I was talking to somebody too and they mentioned like just having like people having multiple ships, and it is true. Like Jen has had multiple ships. People loved her with Stone, people loved her with Jason, and people loved her with Patrick. Even her damn mama, people loved her with Duke, Robert, now Valentine. Like we can go on and on and on. I mean, Erica Kane has had so many. Personally, my favorite with Erica Kane is Dimitri. So, like, and people love her with Jackson. Like,
I like that with Jackson.
Don't do that with Dimitri. I love Tara with Dimitri. So, like, there have been like multiple shifts that can happen. I am a person who's completely open just to Trina and Try. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, you don't gotta be. Like, and that is completely fine. But for me, myself, Ashley Sheree, I'm open to it because
Cute. They have chemistry. Like I really enjoyed the art gallery scene. Like them, he
it's,
was like, I'm looking at something new. I'm looking at you. I was
who went Caribbean and
I'm
Eve?
telling y'all, they sex scene gonna go up. I'm still
And
waiting
like
on he
also
gonna pick
like
her ass
the
up.
beginning of any type of anything, it's always cute. It's not hot. It takes time for me personally, when I look at it, it takes time to build up hot. Like
No, seriously.
Trina and Spencer they were cute.
They
And
ain't
you
even
build
kissed
up
for like 8, 9 months. Leave them alone.
yeah, that part.
They literally was together from like August to January. If
Like
that. He
let's
was in jail for half.
exactly, and even that was smoldering. But like there, if we're going to the Signy part, that was cute with
Now
him.
too. Like I remember they was sitting by the pier and like, it was a build. It was a
It was
build up.
a
Like
build.
all of
It
that
was
was a
like a
build up.
smoldering like build. So like I'm okay with the smoldering build, and I also am aware that there are a lot of loose ends when it pertains to Spencer and Trina. Like I know it
I
is.
feel like with the Cassadines, period. Like
Pass it on as a whole. Like it's very bad. Like I can say that, but I do feel like at the end of the day, Spencer and Trina also had their cute moments before they built into hot. So
mhm.
giving Trina and Kai the same thing, because it is not like Geo. Like we're not gonna lie and say it's they actually have
They have chemistry. They have really nice chemistry
they
with each
really
other.
do, and they're cute. I could see it being. I could see Kai lifting Trina up in a freaking lifting.
Baby, it's gonna go. It's gonna go quick. She gonna wake up the next morning with his jersey on. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so cute.
And be so cute. So like everybody can feel how they feel. I just know for me personally, like I can be a multi shipper, but with Liaison I'm not. But like with some
I'm real. I am literally y'all. Jason and Sam scenes from 2006 are playing in the background as we're recording right now. I'm not gonna sit here and do this with her because in my head I'm in 2006. And I will go there. I will go there.
I'm the one who wish she picked him up when he was shot after seeing Carly and Sonny together. That's when I started shipping, okay? 1999, 2000, forever. We had a long road to travel.
I remember in the art studio. I remember.
Exactly. And then it was like you get Carly. You know what I'm saying? Like Carly was bugging. Okay, that's a whole. We need to have like what is it like?
Let's do a special episode one day of just like our random thoughts.
Yeah, random thoughts of like our favorite soap moments. We can talk about soaps that's been painful, that stay in our brain.
Yes, we're gonna put that on the calendar soon, y'all. Like in the next couple of weeks. I did enjoy the Jason and Danny scene from this last week. Like
Jason being a dad, yeah.
My heart, I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I am a Jason fan. And Jason and Sam was really big on stars. Like stars started when she lost baby Lila, and they were talking about, do you believe in heaven? And he was like, you gotta look up at the stars. And she went outside to the stars and he gave her the star necklace. Like that was a really big symbol for them. So for Danny to look up at the sky and say, I think mom is that star right there, I fucking lost it. I kid you not. I had to pause the TV, cuss everybody out, almost knock shit over because Sam should have been there. She shouldn't be a star. Just gonna say that. But I do like how they looked up and wished her a Merry Christmas, and that moment was had between the two of them. But then it shifted to Carly looking at them throughout the window, and I'm just like, why?
But why? Like why?
It should have been Sam smiling from the sky if you go fucking do it, But I really did enjoy that.
Like somehow, some way, it's just what they do. And I did think it was a cute little moment. I can admit it was cute, and that was something that that needed to be explored. Would I have rather it been explored at the Quartermain household? Of course. Like
yes, of course. Jason told Ned, I'm gonna bring y'all into dinner When was it? I was ready. I was dressed. I thought we was going to the quarter main dinner. He said me and Danny gonna be there. We was ready. You
Yeah,
never
they
went.
put
You
after
never
and
fucking went.
didn't allow us to see, unfortunately. So
I
like,
didn't
yeah,
like that.
you know how General Hospital do. They be missing mad beats sometimes that would like really play to the fans. Unfortunately, they just love doing that ish. I don't understand why. Also, Lucas ripping into Drew and Willow.
Love
Yeah.
it because Willow has no accountability. I just Nina, let everybody know that he slept with you and your daughter. Like we were
Hey.
like, why haven't you said it yet? What is the climatic moment that the writers are waiting on to drop that tea? Because Ava
So,
even said
so
let her
Willow
know.
can hate her again, and we could be back in a stupid circle that we're in. It's so stupid. Like I just really feel Nina should have been told her, you know what, before I even knew about you guys, I did sleep with him. And, you know, it meant
Yeah.
nothing.
And
You
you
are
a low down dirty ass dog. You coming up in her house knowing that you slept with her and her daughter.
it's
Somebody
disgusting. Give me my
kid.
murder mystery. He needs to go. He
He
needs
needs to
to go. Like
I just hate the recast of that character. Like he should have came in as either somebody new. He could have came in as a Quartermain cousin. Like he could have been a Jimmy Holt nephew, brother, sister, somebody. You didn't have to
it's like
be Drew.
Drew, he just like literally destroyed the character of Drew. For him to even say Cameron Matheson out of his mouth that they're the next super couple,
Oh,
reminiscing.
when they got compared to Luke and Laura, I lost my shit because we're gonna keep it a buck. Luke and Laura came together after Luke raped her.
Yes,
That was not a loving relationship how that came about. And she was married to Scotty when that
yep,
happened.
he was. Yep,
So like
had so much smoke, like, and then also she blamed another person and didn't. Girl, we could go all the way back into the history if we want to at the end of the day. So it's just kind of really disgusting.
yeah.
Cameron Matheson, read the freaking room. Like just read the room. Even Jeannie is like, I'm done defending that whole thing. And as a 60-plus-year-old woman, I would be too. Like if you like my husband has a good job, he been having a good job. I just do this because I like it. So like I'm tired of defending it. But yeah, that just really turned me off. I think like Lucas really needed to go in. People sometimes forget that Lucas also had to deal with Bobby
Yeah.
and Tony
And
cheating.
Tony,
Tony
he was
cheated with
there.
her, which nobody wants to talk
Yeah.
about.
He was there, and then he had everything happen within his marriage and how things went down. Like he's very much so traumatized by relationships, especially with
Yeah,
relationships and how they do children. So, and then
exactly.
you use his sister's death and was like, Sam had just died. Okay, fuck you. Don't
And
bring up
even before that, this
like,
is Sam is the second sister he's lost because he also had to deal with the loss of BJ.
hey, yes, and
The
he
man
lost BJ when he was a child.
and that's something that reverberates throughout the entire cast. Like, still, that storyline is still felt like that ish was crazy. I was
I mean, she came back at the beginning of the year for Bobby's funeral. So like
exactly,
they knew that that's the type of shit that fans want to see. We want to see shit like that. Like
exactly.
that was beautiful.
Give us the history, always and forever. Oh my goodness! Of
How do
course,
you feel about Sonny's heart?
bring it on.
Oh, you want Sonny to die?
I don't know if I want Sunny to die, but I need something different from Sunny because he's always
I
getting
get
away
that.
with too much stuff. I think it needs to be rectified at this point in time. Granted, he's been shot in the past and all of that other stuff, but I do need like give him another visit from Lily and his dead children. Because he needs to shape up. Like,
Something different.
how are you going to, continue? You shot a man in cold blood. That should have also been a murder mystery. We should
FBI
not
agent.
have known. We should not have seen Sonny shoot him. At the end of the day, low key, as quiet as a cat, that should have been Christina. Send her off to a mental institution and then bring her back later.
That would have been nice.
That
And bring her
happened.
back to Lexi. That would have been nice.
I miss my girl
I
Lexi.
Lexi in a mental
Would
institution. Like I can see her
have
playing that. She would have
been.
played the fuck out of that.
Would have went in, and that's the thing. You can tell when like GH. I really think General Hospital thinks we're freaking stupid. Like we can tell when there's shifts made. We can tell when there's pivots.
Yeah.
Like we can tell all of that stuff. They'll have a good storyline that we're following, and of course, like we'll figure it out. And then they get mad that we figure it out, and then they want to change it. No, keep it. We figured it out because we've been watching soaps for over 30 years. Some 40, 50, 60. Like this is normal. Keep it moving, and then it just looks crazy. Like you are literally supposed to work from having how you want it to end, and then working to all the way to the front. Like you guys are literally working to the front to the back. No, work from the back to the front. Like
I don't get it.
I don't
get
it from Douglas Copeland.
We shall see. I think that's why so much anticipation for Beyond the Gates, because
oh girl,
the writers that are writing are writers that were there and writers that give us some good shit. So
you
I just
Bob and Michelle, stop playing.
They finna go fucking nuts.
They're gonna go ham. Michelle literally, and I always say this, Michelle literally wrote Elizabeth rape story.
She wrote that rape, yeah.
She wrote that. That was one of the most pivotal things that I've ever seen, and allowed me to actually support two of my closest friends doing something of that nature. So at the end of the day, like, do you understand the magnitude of that? Seeing Elizabeth like crawl out from
out them damn bushes. Oh,
wouldn't let Lucky touch.
And I'm not even, for me to not even be a Liz fan, y'all, that shit ate at my heart. And then to even have that, and that's when the Luke and Laura rape came up again, because that's when Lucky found out.
And that's
the confrontation. The confrontation that he had with Laura.
Baby
Jonathan Jackson played that. That's when I knew. That's when Jonathan Jackson was like.
Yeah,
that's when he moved out. He went to the garage. That's like when the whole fire storyline, like all that shit.
Jonathan Jackson was like, "Let me watch me eat this." Like he confronted Laura, and then Jeannie Francis gave it back to him. How dare you, freaking what was it? Me. Like that was some. Woo! That was some fire.
Y'all go look it up on YouTube. You could go watch it on YouTube.
You could go watch it on YouTube. Jeannie and Jonathan, they were acting. Becky acting, like even with Becky and like Jackie Zeman, like oh my god, with like Jackie coming and like doing the rape thing with her and like going over her in the bathroom, girl.
Looking so fucking uncomfortable because he knew Luke knew. Luke even went back and thought about the shit that he did to Laura during that time, because he had to watch Lucky stand there and take care of Elizabeth. Like that was some good shit.
And that shout out to Tony. I know he's living his best life in another
best life in New Amsterdam.
Living best life. Ooh, but it's just lightning over here. But yes, we have got to like really have like a throwback.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, y'all. Because we're tonight.
At one time. Oh my God, this is so great. This is giving my.
I think we got one more. Oh, Young and the Restless.
Yes, Young and the Restless. You know, of course, you know what I'm going to bring up. I just want to say shout out to Faith and Sharon for going in on this. For
enough is enough.
They was tired. They said they were tired. And like Mariah used to go like in. She's been a little bit subdued lately. But like even with like Sharon and Faith being like, nah, you need to pump your brakes. It needed to happen, because what you're not gonna do, Phyllis, is come up in my damn house. That's what you're not gonna do. And I wish that was part of the line. I wanted her to say, instead of saying enough, it should have been what you not gonna do is
period.
Oh my God. And it's not that I understand Phyllis thinks that Sharon murdered her. I murdered Heather. I get it. I get it. But I'm not going to your house. I'm not going to your restaurant, like your coffee shop. I'm not doing any of that. If I see you in like the athletic club or society or something, like then I might, say a little snide little comment or whatever like that. But other than that, I ain't doing all of that. Like, what do I look like? Because now it looks like she's stalking them.
And then we thought that Billy was going to be in his villain era, but I
don't know what Billy
woe is me.
Yes, still. Even I think we touched on this even a little bit too. Like even his confrontation with Jack was just like, bro, like Are we still doing this? Like, it's freaking
Yeah,
Jack.
very mid, very mid.
Like it's Jack. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just figure out like how to move on. And then he's trying to make like Phyllis become involved in the whole little like shindig shenanigans type thingy. Like, all right, bet. I'm just kind of like over Billy at this point in time right now. So
Yeah.
I definitely don't like Billy and Sally together. I do believe that Sally and Adam had the better chemistry. Also, Claire is very boring. I said what I said.
But I think her and Cal, I don't know. I mean, like, it's something to look at.
I
They
guess
better
it's
than Hope and Carter.
oh god, anybody's better than Hope and Carter. But I think like they are something to look at, but it's just it's really lightning out there. I think it's just always like, oh my god, Claire, you're so great. Claire, you're so amazing. Claire, what you
Right.
do?
Like he got the I remember he got the flowers sent for her first day, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cute," but
But
that
it's
was
just
it.
like, all right, we get it. You think she's great. Bad. Can we like get into something more? And I just felt like Claire once again should have been a vixen.
Yeah,
Like
I agree. I agree. I
who
mean,
I
Kiki
didn't grow
Geronimo,
up.
she could have been. We know that the actress herself is capable of doing it.
Oh my god. Erin Haley is so capable. Hello. She can kill it. She didn't win an Emmy for anything. Well, low key, some people won an Emmy shouldn't deserve. But you know what? That's another time. But like, but like, actually, like Erin actually deserved her Emmy, and on top of that, she could have been a great vixen. Like even we seen it with her drugging up Nikki. Like it could have been amazing.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Also, I did have to say, I do love how Michael granted, if my best friend was defending the woman that I thought, you know, framed my son and killed his, woman because they weren't married, I would have issues with that too. But I do love the way, like, Michael always calls Phyllis out. Like, Phyllis,
Mhm.
you literally faked your own death. Like, stop playing with me. Like, stop. And that's what best friends do. They can love you and still call you out on your ish. But Phyllis just doesn't want to hear that right now. So we'll see what happens with them. I feel like they're probably gonna make Phyllis and Sharon come together in some aspect.
Yeah, I agree. We shall see. We shall see.
We shall see. Also, for performer of the week, who do you feel was your performer of the week? I know we missed like last week because of the holidays, but
Yes, yes. This week I gave it to Lucas from GH.
man, hands
Yeah, we needed to have
since
been done. He cussed everybody out. He said what we wanted to say, and I appreciated that.
same. I actually have to say too, my performer of the week actually goes to Van. It was giving like Bobby. It was giving Jerome. So like, even
Yeah,
though you can say that Bobby is my adopted mom, that was still my mom. But also, I'm gonna
I'm
give
gonna
you
call you out.
here as well. So let's
Mm,
do this. I mean, they really did need to be dragged because literally, I gave back a child that I deemed as my son to my nephew, who's his
right.
and this little heifer thinks you're gonna take him away? Absolutely freaking not. Have you lost your ever-loving mind? So like I love all of it. So great. And then also like seeing him and Ava connect as well was nice too.
Yes, I think that was a beautiful scene they had.
Exactly. Do we have anything else to say before we sign
I
off?
don't think so. Look out for our episode on our random thoughts because we had a lot of those this time as well.
I got like so many. We so went over, but I absolutely love it. So like we're definitely gonna talk about just a random episodes, maybe like of our favorites, things that really stick out, even like the canceled soap operas, which I would freaking like love to talk about because I think about them like all the freaking time.
Yes.
So once again, thank you so much for joining us on the Soapwire podcast. Be sure to follow Soapwire on Blue Sky. Be sure to follow us. Like I said, on Blue Sky is Lady 2Ys underscore no underscore on Blue Sky. So 2Ys ASA. On a bad place, it is 2Ys underscore ASA, and it's underscore ASA on Instagram as well.
We will see y'all. We thank y'all so much. Welcome to 2025. Let us
Oh
know
my
how we're
God.
doing. Let us know your thoughts. And we'll see y'all next
We'll
week.
see you next week.
Bye.
Stories of worries and woes. Let us know what you
Yes,
think.
let us know. Hashtag
Happy
let us know.
to talking with us.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye.